Hey, what's going on, everybody? Derek here. So, the past couple weeks we've done Macomb County, we've looked at houses in Oakland County. Figured it's time to try Wayne County as well. So, check it out. We got two houses in Dearborn Heights. They're in the same neighborhood and perfect investment properties, perfect starter houses if you're looking to downsize. They both really have some nice features. Both of them have a little bit of room for improvement as well. So, check it out. Let me know what you think, and here we go.
All right, so this first house here is a 3-bed, 1-bath ranch. It's on a slab, so no basement. Doesn't have a garage. We're listed at $150,000. It's built in 1966, 1,017 square feet, all brick, and really nicely updated on the inside, as you can see. There's a couple design changes that I probably would have made, but they definitely put some money into the kitchen here. They put some money into the bath as well. It's got new laminate floor that's not hardwood, but got the nice marble backsplash. Looks like quartz countertops, decent looking cabinets. So this one, for the most part, like I said, they did a nice job on the rehab. I personally wouldn't I would have done the rest of I would have either done all of the house in earth tones or all of the house in gray. The kitchen being gray, the rest of the house being kind of earth tones and tans is it kind of clashes a little bit as far as I'm concerned, but plenty of room on the panel there. You could basically add a whole nother house on top of that one and have room to spare. So they did a nice job on the rehab. I'm pretty sure this one's just a flip. So being on a crawl space, the furnace and hot water heater are just in that hallway closet. That closet door is louvered, which it should be for having a furnace there. But all the other closet doors in the house are louvered as well, which I don't like that look. But the other thing that I probably would have changed, you can see in these bedrooms, they kind of went cheap on the carpet too. They just used some. I mean, it's indoor carpet. It's just kind of lower end. That beige color isn't super appealing, but as you can see as we're walking through, all three of the bedrooms are roughly the same size. I think this one here is probably the largest of the three, and we're about 11 by 11 on that one, or 10.5 by 10.5. So, I mean, they're decent size. They're not tiny, but they're not huge either. There's not like one big primary suite like you'll get sometimes in properties. This is not going to be the case here. As you can see, as we're going back across the hall, we're going to look down the hall just so you can get a little bit more of a perspective of what the house looks like from each angle. And we're in the second bedroom here. So, I guess I'm kind of curious as to what your guys' opinion of this house is now that we've walked through it a little bit. If you put down in the comments, I'd love to know kind of what your thoughts are as well. If you agree with me on the color scheme, you can see that they did a brown, like a wood colored floor, and then the rest of the bathroom is grays, which I don't know, it's not horrible, but it's not like a super great look either. But then you can see, in the backyard of this property, we'll check that out in a second. You can see it's just a city lot, pretty typical of Dearborn Heights. Nice location. Little bit of exterior work you can see up there on the soffit that needs to be repainted. But other than that, it's pretty much a maintenance-free house. And this is the second one that we're looking at here. So again, 3-bed, 1-bath. This one's a little bit larger. This one is also on a slab, so no basement. This one does have a garage, though. It's got the 1.5 car attached garage. But 1,307 square feet, built in 1950. This one's listed for $194,900, so it's a little more expensive than that first house. We'll see as we're walking through, and I do apologize for kind of the shakiness of this video here. I accidentally recorded this on slow motion, so I had to kind of speed it up in the editing and try and make it look normal. So the rest of this will look decent. This one does have obviously a fireplace, which is nice. It's a little more spread out than that first house. So the floor plan actually is kind of a little bit. It doesn't quite work as well. It doesn't flow as nicely as you'll see here. But it's still a very nice home. Just one. This one's been on the market 224 days though, so you can just there's little things that you'll notice that probably weren't there when this thing first went on, like a plastic bag on the countertop, and just a few other little maintenance items here and there that this house could use a maid clean at this point, just to kind of make it a little more appealing. I think I don't think they're that far off on the price. Obviously, they're not right on the price, or the thing would be sold already. But as you can see, this one has the mechanicals are all in one room with in the laundry room here, so the washer and dryer would go there. We got a nice new furnace. Hot water heater looks newer as well. But you can see like the kitchen, just not quite as updated as that first house. It doesn't have appliances, so I'm thinking that's part of the reason why it's still on the market here. But all in all, I mean, it's if you need kind of a sprawling ranch, this one you could do a whole lot worse than this one. And then we're going to check out the bathroom, which is pretty well updated. It's very similar to the first house in terms of finish and material that they use. So not a ton of storage in there. It's just that pedestal sink. So if counter space is your thing in a bathroom, this might not be the perfect house for you. But you can see as we go into the bedrooms here, we got ceiling fans, whereas that first house just had light fixtures. But bedrooms maybe a touch larger in this house. They're not massive, but there's a little bit more room in the bedrooms than we had in that first property that we looked at. We're just going through, and for whatever reason, I don't even want to know why, I'm sure, but this is a 3-bedroom house, but that 3rd bedroom door was locked, so there's no getting into that one. But you can see, kind of what we're dealing with in terms of size of the bedrooms. These are, like I said, maybe these might be like 11.5 by 11.5. I mean, they're not significantly larger than that first house that we looked at, but they are a little bit larger. And coming back out of that room, you can see where I tried to open that 3rd bedroom door, and that ain't happening today. And then the only other thing that I really noticed, like a little maintenance type issue, you'll see here, the threshold between the hallway and the living room has come apart, so that needs to be tacked back down. But generally speaking, we gotta, this is basically the whole floor plan of the house. We'll go and check out the backyard here too. This one is a really good sized yard. It's 100 by 150, so it's over 1/3 of an acre. So this one does kind of back up the telegraph. So I will say that might be part of the reason why it hasn't sold. So you've got the commercial buildings right on the other side of that wall there, but the lot itself, the yard itself, is pretty private. You got that big concrete retaining wall. And, it's pretty solid construction. I mean, it's the, cinder block construction. The roof looks good. All the exterior looks pretty decent on this house. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed these.
Thanks, guys. Hope that was informative. Hope you appreciated that. And as always, if you have any questions about these houses or anything else on the market, my direct line again is 586-491-5622. Happy to help anytime. Reach out, call, text. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much.